Skull Nation. We're here with Wally Judge. Wally, you're back out playing in the JSBL. It's your third summer. How are things kind of going for you thus far, getting back in the swing of things?
Just trying to stay healthy, looking to have a big senior campaign. New coach, new team as far as records go, so just trying to use this time in the off season to build and get better and tighten up my skills.
I know you talked about getting healthy. Your knee was banged up last year. Where do you feel you're at, health-wise at this point?
Today, I probably would say I'm at 75, 80%. It's an ongoing process. Our trainers have been great working with me and my knee, and soon it'll be over with. And as you see, it didn't slow me down that much today.
Are you what was kind of wrong? You had some scar tissue or something?
The jumper's knee. When you become an older basketball player, it's a lot of wear and tear with the continuous running. So they said I strained a tendon in the front of my knee, but it's nothing major.
Did you lose a little bit of weight? You look a little bit slimmed down.
Actually, I've been working on eating better.
Okay.
So things like grilled chicken. So I think it's more so I toned up instead of bulking up. And I actually weigh more than I did at the end of the season. Today I was 255.
Okay. You feel like that's a good weight where you want to be at?
I want to try to get down 245, but just keep it, keep toning it and keep just getting stronger and not letting it weigh on me too much.
You mentioned this is a big year for you last year. Have you thought about what you kind of need to show from an individual perspective? Looking to play professionally after this.
Effort. Effort gets you seen. At the end of the day, you can have all the talent in the world, and effort will get you out there. It doesn't matter how good you are; it's how hard you play.
And you talked about a new era at Rutgers. Things have kind of been going. Coach Jordan's got things on a high streak since he took over. What's it been like? Behind the scenes, or with you guys, what have you seen from him?
He's kept us committed to our principles. He's continued to keep us as a family. We do small things like before we begin every workout, we have 10, 20 seconds of prayer just to say thank you for everything that's been given to us. And he's built a family atmosphere, and he wants us to grow from there.
From a basketball standpoint, what's kind of the things he kind of stresses, or what's he kind of asked of you guys thus far?
The same thing I just said, just effort. He knows as a new coach putting in a new system, there's going to be some mistakes, there's going to be some stumbles, but the effort makes up for your mistakes.
You feel that you're kind of, considering you're one of the holdovers from, after everything happened with Coach Rice, you feel that you're kind of naturally going to be one of the leaders on this team this year?
Yeah, as a senior, as a lone senior, I have to do the small things to keep my team together. And it's not going to be scoring every night. It might not even be rebounding every night, but as a senior and an older guy who's done it before, I got to try to help the young guys, come along. And it helps with the growth of Miles Mack now being a junior, Kadeem Jack now being a junior, and they understand.
What have you kind of seen from the young guys developing, and also from some of the new guys that came into the program?
With the younger guys like Miles, he's become far more crafty. As a small guard, that's what you have to have. Kadeem, he's been in the gym for countless hours, working on his jump shot, trying to, make his game more skilled than just being natural. And the guys who will come in are going to help us tremendously. Like Devon Campbell, he's an excellent guard. He handles the ball. Logan Kelly, who's on scholarship this year, he knows his role. Spot up and shoot and knock it down when we need him.